bit nicer.
Deathlock won fucking 2 awards.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yep, they won for Revolver for the Golden God Awards. And then they also won in 2013 for Independent Music Award for Best Metal Hardcore Album.
But they don't tour as a cartoon, though.
No, it's the actual band.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming what they do is, I'm assuming that they probably do like what that band. Remember the band Gorillaz?
Of course.
They played the actual band played behind the screen.
Yeah. But they were never supposed to admit who they were. Now, I mean, Damon Albarn, it's pretty damn impossible to hide his voice.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of knew who he was right away. But I think even to this day, they try to deny it. Like when they're in character.
Yeah, when they're in character, they definitely try to deny it.
They pretend there's no one behind the screen, and that's cool. I saw one of their live concerts, but back then they would only do live via the internet because they were a cartoon. And I think that's neat. I prefer that to revealing that there's a real guy behind the curtain and touring that way. I always like it when things are like that. I said Blair Witch should have stuck with that. They would have been 10 times the movie they were.
Yeah.
I
still like that's one thing I always liked about Slipknot when they first came out. Their whole thing was that no individual member is worth more than any other member, so therefore they're all equal. That's why they all just get a number.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they get lucrative side deals with bands that are crap.
Yeah.
They're not crap. I'm not a big fan of Stone Sour, but
I am actually a very big fan of Stone Sour. They got a very big mix of from the melodic to the very heavy, and I'm a fan.
Fair enough. I was never a fan, and I'm a big Slipknot fan.
I love Corey Taylor's voice. He's got where it comes to like any sort of rock, metal, whatever. He's got the second best voice in rock, in my opinion.
He does have a great voice, and in my opinion, he saved rock for me at a time when I really thought like Lame Buzzcut and those guys were going to bring it down.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
Lame Buzzcut. I just always called Frank Durst. And yes, I know his name's Fred, but I like to if I ever met him, I'd call him Frank just to piss him off. Just looks like a fat M&M to me. But they were really, you had them and you had that, what was the Roach? Something, Papa Roach. And
Papa Roach, yeah.
A lot of crap music coming out on the heels of Korn and Incubus and some really good bands. And I just thought, this is it. This is the beginning of the end for us. And Slipknot really pulled out a big save, in my opinion.
Yeah, I still loved, what do you call it? Like, I got to see Papa Roach. I saw a show that was Papa Roach, Limp Bizkit, and Eminem was the actual tour.
Really?
Yeah, that was a big fucking tour, and I still got to give props, man. Papa Roach put on one fuck of a great show. The lead singer came out before they played. They drew a random number from the crowd, and the winner of the crowd got to play some new game that was coming out, some new console. So they put it up on the giant fucking like Jumbotron screen, and they got to sit up, and him and the lead singer got to fucking sit up and play the game until see who would win. And then when Pop Roach did their set, halfway through the show, the lead singer just disappeared, and we had no idea where the fuck he was. You could hear him singing,
yeah,
but we didn't know where he was for like a song and a half, and we didn't know where the fuck he was. And all of a sudden, he appeared behind us in the fucking grandstands up on the top, and he just came out of nowhere and did part of the rest of the song from up there, which was pretty cool. Yeah, so I always thought, all right, that's awesome. That's a cool way to do it. Thanks.
Yeah, that's neat. I always liked it when Pearl Jam turns around and sings to the people behind the stage.
Yeah,
because they'll always turn around and not face the audience for like 2 or 3 songs, and because there's always people up behind.
Yeah,
who just stare at their backs for the whole show, and Eddie always gets them to turn around and sing at least 1 or 2 songs to them. It's kind of neat.
That is, yeah, you gotta appreciate that. Who is it? who the fuck was it that created? Was it Metallica that created the Snake Pit? I think they called it.
I believe it was, yeah.
Yeah, where they put a group of like 100, or not even like 100 people or something like that, right in the fucking middle of the stage in the fucking floor. That was awesome.
When I saw U2, they did that. It was in the heart. It was a big gold heart shape, and you got to be in the heart. You had to line up for wristbands or something. I didn't care enough about them to even give a crap about that. But they were good live. Where were we? I don't know. Papa Roach, whatever. You can be cool.
Yeah,
I guess.
whatever.
I take it back.
Yeah.
Fine. Gord saved you this time.
But hang on, no, just to throw them back in the fire for a little bit, because Papa Roach, I didn't mind their first album. Their second album was decent, and then when their third album came out, it was their second album.
Was it?
You know what? It was their second album, because when they came out, all of a sudden, they came from being this sort of like a, like doing the song like Broken Home, or he came from that Broken Home. The video was shot in a recreation of his actual house where he grew up in. Right. Every detail was done to the exact specs of his old fucking house, and when he got on set, he wasn't expecting it to be that detailed, and he kind of freaked out because he had a really fucked up childhood.
Right.
And so when he showed up on set, he got really emotional about it. So when they shot the video, you could see him in parts of the song where he starts he's like actually like fucking crying in the video. That's because he just lost his shit because he is too close to home, if you will.
Yeah. And
then he comes out with the new video, and he's got those fucking stupid aviator mirrored shades on. He looked like a fucking douchebag. And
you can actually catch me. There's a video. I don't know. It used to be on YouTube, but I don't know if it is anymore. Where something similar happened to me. It's a North Vancouver musician named Mike Bertini, and he put out a song about homeless people. And this was long before I was downtown. I was still doing well and working in that neighborhood. And he asked me to be in his video, so I did. But while they were filming it, I got a really bad phone call. And just as I hang up and stick my phone in my pocket, that's when they start shooting me. And I'm just like furious. And they said it was one of the highlights of the video. But it wasn't part of his video. I just got a fucked up phone call.
What was the name of the band?
His name's Mike Bertini, and the song was called Joe something Joe.
Is it Bertini? Burtini?
Bertini. Just a young kid. It was something Joe, Homeless Joe or something. I don't remember what it's called.
Mike Bertini, there it is. Thing called Life. Joe. Actually called Joe.
Oh, it's just Joe?
It's just called Joe.
Oh, I thought it was called like Shoeless Joe or something. Something dumb. It's a terrible video.
Oh. Is this the actual video, or is this
But he got a bunch of real homeless people to be in the video, and then me and Jason from Ashes of Purgatory, we were like, well, shit, we gotta get in on this. So we dressed like bums and pretended we were homeless so we could get in this video.
Is that just some dude in an acoustic guitar?
Yeah. Yeah, he's cheesy as hell, too. Like, he makes Wallflowers look hardcore.
Look, I'm watching the video right now. So what's your... Hang on, I'm gonna pause this for a second. I can't turn the sound down. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
So what's your role in this? Where do I see you in this?
I don't know. There's just some guys at a picnic table, and I'm, like, standing next to it. And I look.
Oh, that would have been you. I just passed it.
Oh, was it right at the beginning? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever even seen the stupid thing. It's funny enough. I listen to our show nonstop. It's the only show I listen to. But when it comes to like watching myself and stuff like that, I don't like to.
Okay, where is it?
This is pointless. Stupid. While Gore's looking that up, we're putting a whole bunch of new stuff here on the show, and it's costing me a lot of money. And for I'm not asking for money by any means, but if you listen to us on Radio Public with the free app from Android or iOS, we get a little bit from it. So when you listen to our show on Radio Public, everybody benefits. It works for everyone, everywhere. It's available anywhere in the world with no hidden charges,
you were right
no
there.
Subscriptions. It's easy to use. It works on Apple and Android. And it's just like turning on the radio. In fact, it has its own radio setting you can turn to, and maybe you can find a show after ours that you like almost as much as me and Gord. So do us a favor and listen to us on Radio Public. It's free, it's easy, and everyone benefits.
Hey, Eric, I'm looking at you in the video. Look at that.
Yeah.
A black fucking sweater with a t-shirt underneath, wearing jeans, and your hat on backwards.
Yeah.
And you're almost. It's almost look like you're smiling.
That's funny. Wait, you thought I was making it up? Yeah, you actually are.
I didn't know if it was, because usually if people say that, like, because like I can say that, like, there's a clip of the band Face to Face when they did a tour here, and they play at the Warehouse in Toronto. And if you actually go on the concert footage of that one, which is on YouTube, you can see me in the crowd. But it takes a tremendous effort in order to find me in the crowd in that picture, you know.
Right.
But this is straight on face shot. You're right there. There you are.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
And you're at 15 seconds into the video.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 15 seconds in.
I may be in again later. I don't know. It's not important.
It sucks I gotta fucking hear this stupid fucking song. I
wasn't trying to advertise myself. I was just saying I feel his pain, man.
I'd like to feel his neck being crushed by my fucking hands. That'll be about it.
That was me and Papa Roach. That's what we have in common.
There you go.
We both had emotional times. Tidal has a video out there too. You won't find it online anymore, but that's god awful, terrible video. We got like film students to film it for us, and it looks like film students filmed it.
It just looks that bad.
Oh, it's just god awful. It's terrible. Bad concept for a video. Bad. Everything about it was bad. What did we get to here? We got the Huawei lady, and then we kind of got lost here.
Yeah, well, we did what we always do.
What was Marshall Mathers doing touring with Frank Durst? Don't they hate each other? Wasn't that the big thing back then?
No, initially they're actually kind of sort of buddies initially, but it didn't take long for that to okay.
Little bunny man there, what's it, Rabbit? He was talking trash about Christina Aguilera or something, or Frank Durst was dating her, or one of them was. I don't know. Isn't that what broke?
Well, in the song he says that what was the line? Christina Aguilera better switch me chairs so I can sit here and watch them argue with Fred Durst, Carson Daly and Fred Durst, so they can argue over who she gave head to first.
Oh, okay.
I actually know that.
And that's what did it, eh? Well, yeah, I knew you would. That's why I brought it up.
Yep.
You're my connection to the rap community.
I do know my rap well.
I don't. I know nothing.
I know real rap, by the way. All you motherfuckers that want to turn around and say, "Oh, well, don't you know fucking, you don't know this new guy that's mumbling rap." No, I don't know the fucking mumbling rap. I don't want to know the mumbling rap because that shit sucks.
You know, I got into the Kendrick Lamar for 5 seconds. I thought he was a rare little bit of talent in the crap that's come out in the last few years, but I don't hear much from him anymore, and there hasn't been anything since him. I don't get it. It's all garbage.
Yeah.
But it's very popular still. It's very popular garbage, and I don't understand why. I think it's just more of the turning into the Wall-E characters. You know, it's music made with that algorithm now that they figured out the algorithm that's appealing in music, and they can just do it based on that. Yeah,
pretty much. That's what it sounds like.
It doesn't matter what you're saying or what's going on. It's mathematically you're going to like it because it's just programmed to certain frequencies that your brain picks up on.
Yeah.
Which is neat and terrible at the same time. Who was it in rock that did that? The one dude.
Who?
There was one band that does that. It was like Dio, I think, was part of that. It was something like that. It was like someone like Dio. One of those freaky dudes.
I
Who's
don't
in on
know.
figuring that out. And he would do it with his music, like math rock. That's like how math rock got invented.
I know that the Ontario band oh my god, the fuck's the name of the band? They have an album called Kezia, which I'm a very big fan of. Actually, I'm a fan of all their music.